Oh, hey, I'm waiting for you. Welcome to the fort. Please, come in.
Shake that vibe, shake that thing.
Hi, I'm Luke. This is my fort. I built it with some friends 5 years ago, and I really like my fort. It's home.
Don't you worry about a thing, no, baby.
So building the fort over the last 5 years has definitely, I'd say, changed who I am, the way I think, like what I want to do with my life.
Yeah, hi, my name is Jacob Laxton. I'm a third-year undergrad at the University of Washington. Fort's really important to me just because it represents everything I liked about high school and being a teenager. Getting the feeling that you can kind of do whatever you want there, because we had a very somewhat strict rule of no help from parents to build it, which also translated to no parents there ever, really.
Hi, I'm Nick Morin. I go to Eastern Washington University, and I am one of the Fort Boys. It's basically my home away from home. I was there almost every day of the summer back in high school. So I saw these people almost every day, and we turned into this one big happy family. And yeah, ever since then, I've always been able to count on all those people to be there for me when I need them. And I think that was something that I didn't expect to come out of this. I figured this was just going to be some weekend project that we started, and that was that. But it turned out to be about 6 years of my life, 5 or 6 years, yeah.
I'm Chelsea Branom.
I'm Sophia Cicarelli.
I mean, we really were only friends with each other before this.
Yeah, it was really pathetic
really
in high
pathetic.
school. We had no life.
Yeah. This was like I don't know, gave me hope and like happiness. It made me really happy. I was really sad before the fort. Now I'm just a little less sad.
We went on adventures a lot.
Yeah.
Just, like, with the group.
Yeah, I felt like we were finally
Literally
like
anything.
doing fun things and like experiencing life. There's no bad vibes in the fort. Actually, I was talking about this with
That's
Trent
true.
earlier. Every time we're here, I feel like there's nothing ever really goes wrong.
So the origins of the fort began with a thing called Project Riff Raff. We buried some logs we found on the ground. I think it was about 6 logs. We buried them down deep in the ground, made posts, and then we used lashings and we made like this kind of structure on the bottom. We made this little platform and it was like elevated like 2 feet off the ground, and it was just like this little like fort.
So we made that at Boy Scout camp. We came back, and then Luke Lobdell, when we came back, he was like, I want to do that more for real. I have this land behind my dad's house that I really want to turn into something and like make a structure.
And so I said, we can build a fort down here. Let's do this. Like, you know, and then we can just have it. We can be here all the time. Everyone was like, no, that's dumb. Like, we couldn't do that. And then we did. Yeah, we really just said, I don't want to look anything up. We are just going to go for it and see what we can do.
We didn't really have a plan, I don't think. But then after that day, I had my wisdom teeth pulled out, and then I didn't go back for like a week. The day after I got my wisdom teeth out, I saw a picture of what they had done, and it blew me away because what we made at camp was like these like a platform of logs. You wouldn't want to be on there with your bare feet or whatever. But I saw a picture of it like the next day, and there was like nice clean plywood as the floor, and that like kind of restructured it. It was like, oh wow, okay, this is gonna be something more than just some logs in the wood. That's gonna be like maybe an actual building.
I never expected it to get as big as it was, and I didn't think it would be as meaningful to me as it was.
Finished there, we had 4 walls and a door and a roof. We're like, okay, this is done. But Luke, the ambitious one, was like, no, we gotta double its size. And we are like, we can't do that. But he's spent like, I don't know, hours and hours like digging out the hillside so we could like expand it into the hillside. And that formula has kind of repeated itself every year, where Luke will come up with some idea that we're like, well, we can't do that or shouldn't do that. And then we just end up doing it.
I think I learned a lot of valuable lessons, like how to make something incredible out of practically nothing, how to manage your resources, and how to do projects without any money.
So I've definitely learned a lot simply about building things and just like good practices and safe practices, what not to do. We did a lot of what not to do.
A lesson I've learned from the fort might be that I guess like teamwork and leadership. I feel like at the fort is where I've also like seen myself like execute those a lot.
It was almost always fun. There was very few conflicts of people not wanting to do work, and that was just kind of through lessons we learned about teamwork and motivation and delegating tasks and getting a right pace so that way we're not overworking people, and so it's still fun the whole time. Because as soon as it stops being fun, then no one shows up.
We learned how to do basic
Yeah,
carpentry, kinda.
I can kind of use power tools now. Kind of, not really, but if I need to, I can like figure it out.
When I'm away at school, I do miss the fort. It's definitely a home for me when I'm in Spokane. And while I've spent hundreds, probably maybe thousands of hours working on the fort.
Now that I'm in college and I don't see everybody nearly as much, I think the fort has a lot more meaning than it used to.
Since we all went to college, kind of friends change, and now new people are coming, and people that we used to hang out with all the time in high school, they haven't been there in years.
I missed going on like our adventures and like
Yeah.
driving around super late and like just like doing nothing. So I missed it a lot. I mean, I still miss it.
Even like after college, it still brings new people, and we come here. We can still be loud.
It's just a sense of relief to come back to the fort. I just feel like all my problems go away. I can just be in the moment with all the people that I'm usually with. It's just a great feeling.
I get really excited whenever Luke comes home now because I'm stuck here, but
Like to think of my past and then not think of the fort, seeing as it's such an integral part of the people I've met and what I've enjoyed doing with my time.
It's a safe space to do whatever you want and like be who you want and like not worry about someone else like watching you or like being like, turn that down. And then also it's like an environment that creates friendship and like it's a space where like, hey, when I come check this out, when I come hang out here, and it's like a space you can like all come to.
I don't think I'd be the person I am today without these boys. Sad. Misogyny and all. I love them.
It's a happy place for me. I don't know. It's an oasis.